Now, how was Bill with the fullback? What's your best Bill story? Did he ever give you anything good?
I mean, not really. No.
He loved Jim.
Yeah.
He loved Jimmy.
But I was also like, kind of just like when it came to Bill, I guess I could say like intimidated.
Everyone, right? I was
and
too.
So I just like I never wanted to say the wrong thing. So I would like say just as little as possible, and just be like, okay, yep. Okay. Got it. And he never really like went out of his way to coach me up real hard because I always got it from either like tight end coach or Josh or Scar. Scar was never like shy about like correcting me. But I do remember like Scar giving me love when I was first kind of trying to get my foot in the door as being like the fullback for the Patriots. Like I remember him like, hey man, like you're going to be like a heartbeat to this run game. Like if you can keep this going, like you'll have a spot here. And like that, those kind of like little personal touches.
Scar was always the best at it.
Yeah. In that building, man, like that shit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Because you always feel like you got eyes on you. And then when someone like props you up a little bit,
especially from Scar.
Yeah.
What's the wildest thing you ever heard Scar say?
Oh man, there's a lot. I mean, just his little like one-liners. Like I don't fucking remember.
I wasn't in the O-line meetings.
Yeah, I wasn't in the O-line meetings either. But like
the run game meeting,
you'd hear some shit. I don't have a particular one.
Fellas, same cars, different license places.
One thing that I use often is when I talk about like ball from even when we were playing, right?
Inertia.
So
You'd always say inertia.
Well, that's when men were men and women were damn proud of it, or something like that. I always use that like, that was when men were men and women were proud of it. Yeah.
He would get into like some science too. He goes, all right. He would go, all right, we got 600 pounds here. You got 340 pounds here. Jim, you're another 250. You guys just ride it in. That's called inertia.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
He'd always say inertia.
Yeah.
What's the one coaching point out of any of the coaches you've never forgotten?
My first running back coach in Cincinnati was big on hitting through, not to. So like when you get to the guy and you make contact, like you're not like your job's not done then. Like you got to run your feet and like run through him. So don't pitter patter before you make that contact and like, like you just got to fucking go and act as if he's like a yard behind him and just continue fucking running. Because the worst thing you can do is hesitate and fuck the whole flow of the play up, right? So like you just gotta like
not two, you gotta go through.
Yeah.
Use it for golf. Use it for golf
conditioning.
too.
That's what I tell Lily on conditioning. Like, hey, I'll stop on the fucking line.
Yeah.
You run through the goddamn line.
Yeah. It's kind of like that. Like the man that loves walking will walk further than the man that loves the destination. Like I love that shit.
Fall in love with the process.
Yeah. And it's all about the process. Even in like this little microcosm of like blocking, like you got to love that more than you want to make this block. Like you just got to go through your progression of it and love that. And then you'll be a good blocker.
I agree.
So before we move on to the lead up, as we mentioned earlier, Jules wasn't really around this season. Are there any fun stories from this team that you could tell, Jules, that happened this year?
To give him FOMO.
Give him some FOMO.
We went to Air Force, didn't you guys, for the Mexico game?
We did. That was an experience.
Stadio Azteca.
Yeah, man. We did do the whole Denver to Colorado Springs visit. That was cool. We got to like tour the Olympic Village there, or whatever they call it. I think it's the Olympic Village. Having Debo, James Harrison, on the team was an experience.
Oh, we haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, so I remember the first time I saw him as a Patriot. Like we had played against him and the Steelers several times, and I still remember the play. We were running like 25 flash, and I had to like go and kind of like kick him out on the backside, but I cut him. Just to throw at him, just give him something a little different. And the first thing he said when we were like walking out to practice one day, I like went and introduced myself, and he's like, "You the motherfucker that cut me." I was like, "Yeah, man. I mean, you're fucking James Harrison. Like, I just didn't feel like taking you on up top that day." And he's like, "Man." But then we like learned to work together and, you know, do the whole thing. But that dude, he was a man. He was a man amongst men.
Talk about weight room guys.
With them at all?
Did I work? I mean, he was an early morning workout guy. Yeah. I would always get it in the middle of the day, and I still kind of like that. Like, if need be, I'll do cardio in the morning, but I need my body to like wake up a little bit. But yeah, he's put on some absolute exhibitions in the weight room. But
now the Patriots like running back room had a lot of different styles of running back, from Sony Michel, James White, Rex Burkhead, LeGarrette Blount. They all brought something different to the table. Sir. Now, if you're blocking for them, how does that affect like your craft and your technique?
You block differently for each guy?
I would like to believe that I didn't, but I definitely felt who I was blocking for. So like, I think it's probably between LG and Deion Lewis, who my favorite backs were to block for. Because LG, you could kind of like get a glance and blow on a guy, and he's going to be like, he'll fucking finish that off for you. But then Deion was so slippery that it was like, you know what? I will say, like, there's an element of the amount of trust you have behind that guy, like to set up your block, to like predict how I'm going to take this dude on so that he can cut off of it. Like Shane was real good at that. Shane Vereen, like very good at like the patience to like let me make contact so then he can like boop and go the other way, right? Versus like guys that don't have that patience, or they're just like, they're predicting it and they almost can't fucking wait to get into that hole.
And they can fuck
and
the
then
blocker.
It fucks me up. Yeah.
So if he's not setting up his block, he's got to go widen so he can widen. If he doesn't widen and he goes, then this guy can overplay James and go inside.
Yeah. So
he's got to wait to the very last minute. They always say step on the heel, step on the outside.
There you go.
The heels of the guy, so he can get the right, and then he can cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So will there ever be a time where like you read a situation and you block it in a certain way, and then a guy just doesn't help you out with? Does that like just piss you off? And like, what is that? Do you just?
I mean, it pisses you off.
Well, that's why the line of the guy matters, because if he goes like this, and this guy and James has got to get around him and set the edge. If he's not setting it up wide, or you know what I mean, or if it's supposed to go in, reading it's all everything.
I think like outside zone plays were always kind of tricky because like you got to let the whole play develop while you're running. And then the running back, he might see something early before, like I've already passed it and then he sees it. And then it's like, he's cutting up and I'm expecting the linebacker to flow completely over the top. And then it's like, I don't even have a chance of getting to him.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, inside zone plays a lot more like downhill where there's just less room to go. So that, you know, I like the inside zone plays because it's just kind of like line up and go get them, you know. But yeah, there's the trust factor. Like I always appreciated the relationship between the running back and the fullback. Mm-hmm. I remember when I was first kind of making that transition, like you mentioned about who you watched. I remember watching a thing on, I think it was like a 30 for 30 or something on ESPN about Mike Carney, the running back the fullback for the Rams, and his relationship with Steven Jackson. Yeah. And how they were like buddy and they would like do shit together, to have dinners together, got their families together. And I remember just like loving that, because I like, part of the reason I love the game of football is like the brotherhood you build between your teammates. Like I never had a brother growing up, so I was always like kind of searching for that connection. And the football gave me that connection. And then it's like, now I got like this kind of connection with these running backs. It's like I'm their big brother. Like I'm their protector. Like you're not going to get to me until you go through him, you know? And I fucking love that. Like it gives me chills just thinking about it.
Protector.
Like, I fucking love it. Yeah. And damn, and now I got that relationship with Jenny. Like I'm her protector. I'm my kid's protector, you know? So you got to you got to go through me before you get to them.